Along with Stan Van Gundy and Hall of Famer Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce will be with us courtside. And, of course, Trey Murphy. He's a big ticket to follow. They'll go without him, though.
Yeah, that move was all about the long-term horizon for them. I know it's a little shocking how different this team looks, but given some time, I think things will come together. Such confidence as a passer. He hits guys in stride and makes it look easy.
And you watch Alperen Sengun. He's a beast on the blocks, Graham.
Yeah, B.A. He throws his weight around, but what separates him is his skill. Against the best post defenders in the league, he comes up with creative ways to score.
Pass to Queen. Three-pointer. Just 5 on the clock. Some solid defense from Filipowski. Here's Collier. Puts up a three. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
Well, you know Coach loves seeing the offensive game plan being executed to perfection.
And just over a minute played here to start the game. And they're dialed in offensively.
Sure are. Staying in attack mode and at the same time playing under control.
Here's Antetokounmpo. That one drops for him.
Well, early in this game, they've made one good play after another.
Here's Queen. Shot to stop the run. And he goes up strong with a one-handed jam.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
Well, that's exactly what's needed when you're trying to turn things around.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. Impressive scoring stats with around 27 points a game. Here's Queen. Fade away. And so far in this one, 2 for 4.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
Here's Rollins. Watson with a rebound.
Oh, this is exactly the kind of opportunity you don't want to waste.
Here's Queen. An important role in this offense, averaging around 12.5 per game.
Well, and even though he couldn't get that one to fall, that's a shot they want him taking.
And the new front office for New Orleans, aiming to set a high standard, Stan.
Yeah, B.A., amidst some adversity with help, the Pelicans have to focus what's in their hands to control and leave no stone unturned in chasing greatness.
Jazz leading by 3. Here's Antetokounmpo. Uses the glass on the layup.
And Giannis can look like he's made of steel the way he ignores contact. Are we sure this man is human?
And they pick up 2.
When he decides he wants to take it to the bucket, it's really hard for anyone to slow him down.
And so Will Hardy calls the timeout. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet, we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
Now here's Reeves. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Pass to Queen. It's stolen by Nurkic. Kuzma outside. Lets it go from deep. Count counted from distance.
And they've settled in quickly today. A nice flowing rhythm to their offense.
To the middle. Here's Şengün. And Şengün throw it down.
A textbook work by Şengün, setting a solid screen and then getting open.
Out of bounds, it'll go to the Pelicans.
Checking in for the Pelicans, Zach Collins, Mohamed Heed, Micah Heed.
We've got 1:23 left in the first quarter of the game. Down low. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
It's both from the stripe. And a contract extension this summer for Jazz head coach Will Hardy.
Well, one of the youngest head coaches in the league. He has the respect of all of the other head coaches. He's part of that Spurs coaching tree, and his extension runs through 2031, which is a nice commitment from the Jazz.
A quick shot there. It's off target.
And that's a strong closeout defensively. Great effort to deter the shot.
Utah moving the ball around. To the inside. And there's the slam. Dunk to finish it off.
Great time right there by Kuzma. An impressive distributor at his position.
Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Dosunmu outside. Pass to Asenge. 6 to shoot. Ball stolen. There's the 3. And that concludes the first quarter play. It's the Jazz. They're up by 4. And back to the Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And from what we've seen from the Jazz, what's your take so far?
Well, so far, they've got things rolling along nicely at the offensive end.
Yeah, they've looked sharp early on with their offense, getting good chances and converting what they've taken.
Here's up. Oh, come on, Giannis. Unreal.
How do you even come up with something like that? Giannis is an artist.
Here's the Asenge. No points yet. Well, there's the shot clock violation. So they'll turn it over. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thank you, guys. Giannis Antetokounmpo is embracing his emotional leadership role. He said, before I was really serious and quiet, now I'm more vocal, smiling, having fun. It carries over. I love to lead by example, but I know that my voice carries a lot of weight. Back to you, Brian.
It sure does. Allie, thanks very much for the report. Antetokounmpo for 3. Hits a three-pointer. Antetokounmpo has got 9 points. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Jazz.
Well, our coaching staff has to be happy with how active they've been defensively, forcing turnovers and making the offense uncomfortable.
And something else I've noticed is how they've been able to cause turnovers and take advantage of them on the offensive end, not wasting those extra chances at all.
And Grant, for everything else he's accomplished, Giannis hasn't quite mastered the three-point shot.
And you know, he hasn't had to, B.A. You want him inside, hitting on those high percentages, shutting down the lane defensively, and, of course, controlling the boards.
Grant, you are a Hall of Fame small forward, so you know a bit about the position. What's key in excelling at the 3?
Well, B.A., you have to be able to space the floor. We almost never see a 3 or even 4 who can't make threes. And on the other end, lots of times you're matched up with quick guards.
Just his 4th make in 10 tries.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
Pass to Filipowski. Inside. And here is Antetokounmpo. Here's Rollins. Utah with another miss. Pelicans trail by 7. Şengün, the screen. Here's Queen. And the layup is good off the glass. Queen's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, he's so potent offensively. It's easy to draw up plays for him.
And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second. Pass to Rollins. To the paint. Kicks it out to Antetokounmpo. Takes a 3. Rollins, no good. Here's Queen. He's got 10. And he's 6 for 12 after that one.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
And Giannis with the dunk.
That's too easy for Antetokounmpo. This D's going to have to push him further from the basket.
Pass to Hachimura. And he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
And, guys, you cannot allow that in a close game. You have to make it harder than that.
Rebound, Utah. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Pass to Nurkic. And the ball out of play. The Pelicans will have it. New Orleans making some changes. Pelicans trail by 3.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Dosunmu outside. Shoots. Set it up with a fake, but it's offline.
The battle of the boards has been something to watch.
And that one's good.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots. Very little resistance around the rim right now. That's the 5th straight bucket they've given up in the paint.
And over the 5 decades of the Jazz franchise history, almost half of those years they were coached by the great Jerry Sloan.
Well, the Jazz were a team that took on Jerry Sloan's toughness and a willingness to fight at all times. Those days are in the past, but they still echo in Utah.
Pass to Mikhailuk. Here's Sensabaugh. Another 3 for Utah.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Stripped it away. Fast break, Utah. And there's the foul. It's on Ayo Dosunmu. That's his first foul of the game.
He didn't have his feet planted.
There's 48 seconds left to play in the half. Pass to Mikhailuk. Lets the 3 fly. Another 3 for Utah.
In terms of offense, they've been the more efficient team by far.
Well, I think it's because they're calling sets that really match up well with their personnel.
No good from the wing. Jazz leading by 10. Fires the 3. Sensabaugh, no good. And here's New Orleans now. Lots of room. And it comes off the front of the rim.
Well, the defense just dared him to take that one. Poor execution on their part, but they got lucky.
Oh, what tremendous focus to absorb the contact and find a way there to finish.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. And that one misses. Here's Mikhailuk. Banked it in off the glass. Mikhailuk's got 5 points now this quarter.
And it gets even worse for them. I mean, he just waltzes down the lane, extending their advantage. Not good.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
And so it's Utah earning this break in the action, up 10. Their key to consistency has been their dominance in the paint. They've been the more physical team. We'll be right back. And if you're just joining in, one half is in the books. One half to go. Reeves has got the ball here for New Orleans. Trailing by 10. It's off to L.A. after this game, where they'll face the Clippers. And that's their third game of a long 6-game trip. 5 on the clock. Here's Queen. Getting it to fall there. He's 8 of 15 in the game.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
Utah moving the ball around. Williams misses. Pelicans trail by 8. Here's Queen. 16 points for him.
And we talk about the importance of protecting the rim. Right there, outstanding defense.
Oh, got that bucket in no time at all. Rollins has gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Stan, when you talk about Giannis Antetokounmpo, would you say he's one of the most unguardable players ever?
Well, BA's certainly got to be in the conversation. Besides maybe Wemby, we haven't seen anyone like Giannis when it comes to length and those long strides especially. Plus, he has that strength, too.
The shot, no good.
Not a great start to the second half, just 1 for 4. Got to find ways to generate better looks here.
Beyond belief. I mean, such a creative talent. And I'm not surprised to see Giannis get flashy on the finish.
Here's Queen. And again, New Orleans, no good.
I can't believe he missed that 3. Regardless, that's not a shot the defense should be giving it.
And you can see early on that Giannis wanted to be aggressive. I mean, he's taken over at the offensive end.
Here's Queen. 16 points for him. And miss after miss right now.
Well, he certainly had trouble finding the mark this quarter.
Rollins, no good.
Yeah, and they hold the lead in spite of his cold shooting night. He has not been able to get it going.
Here's Queen. An important role in this offense, averaging around 12.5 per game. Filipowski comes with a double. And they'll turn it over. Couldn't get the shot off. A shot clock violation. And so Will Hardy calls the timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Jazz leading by 15. Here's Antetokounmpo. Pass to Rollins. Back to Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo with the stuff.
Just another day at the office for Antetokounmpo. This guy consistently puts up points.
Here's Queen. He's got 16. Sengun, no good.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Hey, guys. It was a lost season for the New Orleans Pelicans. Continued injury troubles derailing a team that, when healthy, looked capable of a top seed, leaving some wondering whether a curse needed lifting. But with some draft help and a still talented roster, the hope is this will be the year. Back over to you, Brian.
Okay, Allie, thanks a lot.
Well, sometimes you need more than just your stars, though. They've got to run something to get the other guys good looks.
Here's Rollins. Utah with another miss. Pelicans trail by 15. Here's Queen. He's got 18. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. Queen's got 6 points in the quarter.
When you use it right, the pump fake's as effective a move as there is. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
So timeout called here, the first for New Orleans. Some changes for New Orleans. 1:27 left in the third. Nurkic up top. No points so far. It's stolen away. 5-on-3 break. Here's Singh. Rebounded by Nurkic.
Come on, you can't be doing that. I know these guys want to put on a show, but you can't pass up scoring opportunities.
Here's Singh. What a terrific move that is. Singhe's got his first points of the night.
I mean, they've been relentless. Just keep getting shots at the rim.
Shot's good by Sensabaugh.
Well, the defense was a little soft. He felt free to take that shot.
Here's Singh. Take it away. Fast break, Utah. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Collins with the rebound. Pelicans trail by 14. And he's going for the lob. Hammers the lob through.
The pass, the catch, the slam. What a clean play.
Man, absolutely jaw-dropping. Sinks the tray.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away.
36.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Pass to Rollins. Williams from long range. It's rebounded by Singh. Pelicans trail by 15. Fader on the way. Utah with the rebound.
And I don't understand. Why is he going to the fadeaway? Just go straight up with it.
Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense given the situation.
Here's Queen. Pass to Şengün. Three-pointer. Drills it from deep.
You love to see Şengün's confidence continue to grow. Just fantastic work off the catch.
1 minute in now in the fourth quarter. Here's Rollins. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up.
First personal foul.
That one on Şengün.
Team fouls.
All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Utah.
Well, they've been hitting threes at a high clip, and the defense hasn't done enough to challenge them at the line. They need to close out and run them off the three.
And also, I just love how they've been moving the ball side to side on the perimeter. Great passing, unlocking their offensive potential.
Jazz leading by 13. Pass to Filipowski. Outside, Williams. Off the mark there with a three. And so it's New Orleans with it. They've only given up 1 point in the fourth. And stolen by Williams. Oh! Wow!
Oh, my.
Hammer it home!
Well, when it comes to getting the ball in the open floor, no one is more dangerous than Giannis.
And now, almost all their points coming from the paint.
And so, Will Hardy calls for the timeout. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Will Hardy said to the team. He said to his guys, this one is not over yet. You have worked hard for this lead, and we are not about to give it up now. Stay focused and keep hustling. Back to you guys.
As always, Allie, we thank you. The rebound by Filipowski. And here's Antetokounmpo. He'll bring it up for the Jazz. It's a 13-point game. For three, Collier. Utah with another miss. misses. And it's Utah with the ball. Down low. Oh, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Since joining the league, Giannis has really developed his playmaking. He's become a strong primary ball handler.
Utah leading by 15. And that one falls. Now 10 for 12 with that make.
A towering presence. Antetokounmpo uses his size to his advantage down low.
Pass to Şengün. Antetokounmpo with a rebound. Jazz leading by 17. Here he goes. And it's out of bounds. The Jazz able to retain possession here.
Nice deflection there. Really trying to disrupt their offensive flow.
Yeah, there's nothing easy on offense. Coaches love seeing that kind of hustle on the defensive end.
Talk about taking advantage of the opportunity.
How about the anticipation right there that led to the steal? Then he goes straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
Ooh, it misses.
He's trying to force his way into a rhythm, but that's not helping the team.
Antetokounmpo outside. A thunderous two-hander with authority.
And good luck stopping that. Giannis just makes it look so easy.
Yeah, and he seems to have lost his rhythm all of a sudden. This has not been his quarter.
Fires the three. Antetokounmpo. Şengün pulls it down. Pelicans trail by 17. Stolen.
You're never afraid of some physicality. Giannis embraces that part of the game.
He's off on the first. And despite the NBA's popularity, some folks criticizing the wide-open style of play.
Yeah, you know, B.A., some of the artistry is lost when guys are mostly hunting for open threes. But for some teams like the Celtics and Warriors, that's been a championship-winning formula. And, well, we all know it's a copycat league. They came out and had a statement win with their performance tonight. A fantastic effort to get it done here for the Jazz.
And they got a huge boost from their reserves tonight.
Yeah, the point differential between the two benches was a deciding factor in this game.
And with this win, they've tallied up a total of 6 wins on the year.
And they have to feel pretty good about themselves, taking the first 2 games of the season between these teams.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Well, as a coach, it's so fun to watch a player dominate the game offensively like he did in this one.
Oh, they pick off the pass. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Jazz lead by 19.
That's an inspired ball club. They fought hard, and during the most important moments, they made big plays.
Yeah, they saved their best basketball for this home stretch, and they certainly earned this one.
An impressive job by this team, and you really can't discount the impact of this crowd here.
No, I'd be lying if I said the crowd doesn't have an impact. It's certainly felt from the head coach all the way down.
Pass to Şengün, and that's out of bounds. Last touch by Filipowski. 12 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. 6 on the shot clock. Queen. And so it's Utah easily